Okay, so story time. This afternoon, I was watching a video that was done about a family in Italy that um, ended up murdering half the family because they thought that they were possessed. And it made me think of the time that I thought this house was haunted right after I moved into it. And you guys know from my other video that I did with the, story that sounds made up, but it's really true, haunted story. That I grew up in a haunted house, and I've rented several houses after that were probably definitely haunted. And so the very first night that I slept in this house, I heard someone talking outside my bedroom window, and I was pissed because I didn't feel anything. Looking at the house when we were moving in, I didn't feel anything. I didn't sense anything. I blessed the house before I slept in it. I followed all of my rules. Okay. I followed all my rules. And I heard someone talking outside my bedroom window. So I got up and I'm like stomping around. And I go out front on the front porch and I'm listening. I'm looking for the source of the sound. And I found it. My bedroom is in the back of the house. Um, and the front porch is naturally in the front of the house. And my neighbors were outside talking loudly, but they're outside on their front porch talking about, I'd say, 200 feet away. And it turned out that the house wasn't haunted, that the acoustics in this neighborhood are just really strange. And what made me think of it with this story that I saw today about this Italian family that decided everything was demonic and that, um, you know, they needed to kill the wife and the 5-year-old and a teen. It was terrible. But I'll put a link in it in a comment. But um, what made me think about it was what made me think of that was that the first thing you think when you think that something is going on in your home should not be that the place is haunted. You need to look for the most obvious explanation first. Um, Look and see if there's a carbon monoxide leak. That's a big one. That'll make you hallucinate. That'll make you think you're crazy. It'll make you hear things, see things, the whole 9 yards. Um, Look for electrical wiring that isn't insulated, the high EMF or whatever they call that stuff. I don't know how that works. But look for the EMF. Look for what's outside your home. Stomp around, get up and look. You're not 10 anymore. At least I hope you're not 10 if you're watching my videos. Okay, you're not 10 anymore. You don't have to be scared of the dark. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm going to be the first one to tell you. I believe that hell is real. I believe demons are real. I believe ghosts are real. I believe in things that go bump in the night. I have seen things go bump in the night. I believe in all this stuff. But what I don't believe in is assuming when you see hoof prints that you have zebras, unless you're in Africa where there are zebras. Okay. You need to go for the most obvious explanation before you jump to conclusions. And giving the devil credit for things that the devil did not do is not a good idea. Okay? We need to look at things with logic and common sense and ask ourselves, why is this happening? Is it because of Satan? Probably not. It's probably because that guy's a jerk. It's probably because life isn't fair. It's probably because caca happens, okay? Everything is not a damn ghost. Everything is not a spirit. Everything is not a demon. Satan is not in bed with Taylor Swift, y'all, okay? Like, that just isn't how reality works, okay? Most of the time, it's the neighbors crocking across the street. It's somebody got a bad rap in their childhood. They were hurt as a child. Mommy and daddy didn't love them. And they never learned how to cope as an adult. Okay. It is usually they're just looking for attention. They're, um, they had a bad day, they had a crappy day, so they did something horrible and crappy. I mean, it's not always the devil, okay? Most of the time, it's just people are assholes. People do crappy things because sometimes people are crappy. Not everything is about demons and angels and all that. Sometimes it's just people suck. I mean, and that's, basically what I wanted to say. It's just don't blame hell for things hell didn't do. Sometimes it's just people. Sometimes it's just people. So don't look for the devil in all the details. Don't look for a satanic cabal when it's just Joe down the street wants to make a quick buck on something. So he's a jerk. Doesn't mean he's satanic. Okay? Not everything is about Satan. Have a lovely day. You know, don't play with Ouija boards. Don't whistle in the dark in the Appalachians. Don't go looking for trouble when you don't need any. And use your brain. And look for a reasonable explanation first. Have a good one, y'all.